Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4, where last episode we began our infiltration into Ordis with a little persuasion, telling the guards at the entrance that we were troops getting in some quality time before deployment, who allowed us inside to begin our exploration. Finding Vincent and Margarita in Riviera Court in a bit of a bind, we then set out to find a lost document needed to relocate their store, having been forcefully moved on by the government taking control of their building. We headed around town following a mail paper trail, finally helping them open up in their new spot as we now properly commence our sweep.
Right then. Time to move out, because now it looks like we've gone to the dock when we usually scout each area one by one. Instead, we're going to have to view this, because we've been warped in. The Ordis Harbour District. Something doesn't seem right. Man, look at all these container ships. I've never seen this place so busy.
The Imperial Navy have been using Shilin Bay as their base of operations for a while now. This must all be to send supplies to them before the war truly begins.
That makes sense. I guess they're requisitioning stuff in the city already. According to what I've heard, most of the resident ships are being held back. We're really starting to see the effect the national mobilization law is having on normal people's lives. Yeah, nationalism on the rise and the war feels closer than ever. It could be having other repercussions. Let's take a look around town. Machias, people who own yachts are not normal people. Just to point that out, there's an extra over there. We should probably continue checking out the area over there first. So let's go back from the port. We will view the port soon enough. But there's that event up there that we want to check out too. Why, there's a Miss Music Eaglet! You're back earlier than I thought you would be. It's Empire Meat!
My plans have changed somewhat. I apologise for the radio silence, Bartolo.
How about that? I've delivered safe and sound. You've got a few soldiers sniffing around, but I've already laid some fake info for them to find. It shouldn't pose any problem.
You really are the master, Bartolo. I never doubted you'd take care of it, but knowing the matter's settled is a weight off my shoulders.
If anything else comes up, you just leave it all Bartolo, okay? What the heck are they talking about? If I'm reading this correctly, Bartolo helped Count Equalit evade the hand of the government. Is that right?
Perceptive as always, instructor.
Damn, just how many steps ahead could this girl get? Some guests are arriving over the mansion, and judging from the welcome that's rolled out for them, they must be held on a pretty tight leash. You sell anything Bartolo special? Thanks for doing whatever you did, Bartolo. I'll buy one. Sea breeze.
Betty told me that her family's inn was having a hard time since they ended up short-handed, so I came to help out. I've always been a fan of the place, so lending it my support is the least I can do. Betty's just as obsessed as ever with finding a rich and handsome boyfriend. Sometimes Betty gets so caught up in a boyfriend hunt that she completely flubs it at the register. She's got to give it a rest. It's not that the world's most perfect man is going to sidle up to commoners hangout like this. I really am at a loss to understand that girl.
I mean, Prince Oliver used to love sidling up into bars like this. Used to. Most perfect man. Fishermen are one thing, but that Navy lot can really grate on your nerves. They keep watching us like orcs to get you all nervous or anxious. Up until a little while ago, I'd only been selling fish to the taverns and so close to the owners. But with the times they are, I've got to catch as many as the sea will give me, so I can share them with all kinds of folks. Just don't overfish. The price of fish has skyrocketed. It's getting harder and harder for the average person to get their hands on any. These days I've got to catch as many as the sea will give me, so I can share them with all kinds of folk. Time for me to push my ship out and remind everyone just how I got to be such a fishing legend in the first place. Which way? This way? I'm originally from out of town in the countryside. I came to work with some loading operations in the harbour district. The seafood here is so fresh, and none of that trendy junk you find in other places. They just let the flavours do the talking. I could come here every day. This has got to be my new lunch break spot. I'm originally from out. I came to work with the loading harbour in the district. Yeah, you're saying the same thing, aren't you? Double talk. Anything to buy?
Since Dad's been conscripted to serve as a Navy cook, I've been forced to help out around here in this place. I've never worked a register before. How am I supposed to know about receipts and service charges and all that? I just want a nice guy to come by, that's all. Could you imagine if some rich guy like Eustace Alburea or Patrick Hyarms came in to see me? Talk about your dream date.
Oh, we didn't bring Eustace. No. Seabreeze Bouillabaisse. It's got to be the open spot, right?
Don't stop me now. I'm going to rewrite the book on registry operation.
Oops, looks like I made a mistake on my last customer's bill. Oh well, can't win them all. I'll just make up for it by giving the next customer extra strong focus. Mackie's could have made a comment on it. Edmund's being called up by the Navy to work as a cook, so I'm having Betty help out instead. What's more, even her friend, Blanca, Blanca, not Bianca, Blanca from Street Fighter, you know, has been lending us a hand. Unlike Betty, she's rock steady. I know I can trust her to get the job done. Blanca, it is for Blanca. She's got green hair. She's Blanca from Street Fighter, I forgot. I've got my hands full of cooking and washing dishes, so I had to put Betty on the register. I wonder if she's handling it okay. More than anything, I think this will be a good experience for her. I'd like to see her really put in the effort here. Could jump on you and bite you. The fare is fantastic. It's like a true home-cooked meal. Until now, I was convinced that Ordis only has super fancy restaurants, but finding a real gem like this makes coming out all this way to work here worth it. Same dialogue. Let's cook up our stuff. Yes, the slot.
What a pain.
Ash, that first was really loud.
Oh, not bad.
Neptune Bullies. Bullies. Oh, I think I put 2 on, but I'm not sure. Laura?
Allow me to prepare something.
Same thing. Who else is cooking here? Doobly! It's gotta be you! Oh, maybe it's you, sis.
I'll handle this. The expected result.
Not really. I want it better than that. Don't you understand, Eustace?
I got this covered. This came out great.
Poop.
Take a second. This is some real 5-star grub.
Not her either.
I
Him.
can handle this.
Her. Dooley, do it.
It turned out splendidly. Prepare yourself.
Dooley, wholehearted stew.
Initiate cooking mode.
Altina, make me a bad one.
An unexpected result.
Frigid demon broth. Do you think it's just cold or the demon's frigid? My boyfriend asked me to come see him. He said that he wants to spend quality time together before he receives his military assignment. I have so many memories here in Ordis. Whenever I spend time here, they all come rushing back. One time we both worked tooth and nail to save up enough to travel together, but then Danny went and gambled it all at the casino. We got into a massive fight over it, but Ordis' summer festival was so gorgeous, it ended up bringing us back together. Still, I wonder why he wants to see me all of a sudden. He's been talking about how busy things have been lately, so he must have had something important to discuss, I'm sure of it. In fact, it's getting me kind of nervous. We haven't been able to see each other in a while now, so I can't wait to cozy up together for a bit. Still, I have to wonder why he specifically asked me to come over to Ordis like this. He must have had something important to discuss, I'm sure of it. Will we be there when this goes down? Hey, it's Macius! You guys here too, huh? Rainer, what a coincidence. I heard you were on a business trip in La Mer, but I never expected to run into you. You're that guy from the Government Accountability Inspectorate, right? You must have it pretty hard with everything that's going on right now. I'm sure it's nothing compared to what you have to deal with. But it's frustrating. We hardly have any authority anymore. After all, the government's made it law that we have to prioritize cooperating with the war effort over everything else. That's right, national mobilization law. Must be that thing G was talking about. It's possible that has something to do with the current situation in Ordis and why Governor Regnus is here. Yeah, I don't like it, but you're probably right. I don't believe the Inspectorate is completely powerless to help, though. There are some tasks that only we as inspectors are able to accomplish. Macius. Of course, if you're here in Ordis, you must have already made up your mind already. You're right. You're absolutely right. I've got to pull myself together. I'll start looking around to see if there's anything I can do, too. That's the spirit. I really do appreciate it. I was on the verge of giving up. I'm not sure what I can do at this point, though. But so long as I keep at it, I'm sure something will turn up. I'll start looking around to see if there's anything I can do. You all be careful out there, okay? Just be Macius' spy contact. You'll be fine. Also, that coat looks better if you have it undone. Just saying. Looks way cooler. You should go for cool. Well, now that we're wrapped up training in the Naval Fortress, it's only mad time till I get my assignment. I think I talked to you already. Cornet and I have made so many memories. So many memories here in Ordis. We've got to take a chance. It's now or never. In novels, this would be the part I'd give her a gorgeous bouquet of flowers. Yeah, that's it. I had that perfect bouquet, strike up just the right mood, and then... Someone's proposing! A lot of proposals going out from soldiers at the moment, isn't there? Just keep your confidence up, Danny boy. If you've got flowers, it's practically a done deal. That's it. Be cool. You got this. It's about the time. Ooh, that's intel. Jose, the Force Group. It's certainly been a while, hasn't it? You've around 2 months by my count. You seem like you're doing well, Lufa. Well, actually, about that. What is it? It's not a big deal or anything, but, well, it's my grandfather. He knows what it's like on the battlefield from being out on campaigns many years back. Lately, he's been telling me a lot about it. He goes into all the gory details as if he's just discussing the weather. Seeing people get their arms blown off, hiding from the enemy in a pile of corpses, all of his stories are pretty gruesome. And he knows I get queasy with that kind of thing. I think he's doing it on purpose just to mess with me. Oh dear, that does sound harsh. What can you do? Old men love their old war stories. You got my condolences. He's seen action on his old campaigns. He knows all about what it's really like on a battlefield. Lately he's been telling me a lot about it. He goes into all the gory details if he's just discussing the weather. You can tell me everything again. Yeah, it's a double. It's not a double. It's the same again. A teal anklet that can be gifted to Fee. A random grass coin. Which is dwindling my money supply. Quite massively, I'll have you know. Give the teal anklet to Fee. Pretty stylish anklet. Cute too. I thought it'd suit you. Hope you like it. Yeah, definitely. I just wasn't expecting a gift like that. Oh, you got my size right. It's nice and comfy to wear. Thanks, Reen. I'll really treasure this one. I'm glad I could get you something you like. We 5-starred Fee! Strength and defense increased by 15, so did Reen's by 2. Fee's 5-starred now. We've done it! No! Emma, it was just a gift between friends! It's just a gift between friends! Wait a second. Do you not have, like, the upgraded version? You have a Matador. Eh? You do not have the upgraded version. Let's write that, Crow. I failed. Sorry. It happens sometimes. Alright, we got loads of Sepith, so I should upgrade some of this stuff. God, that's a level 1 slot! The hell, Reen? Was not expecting that. Okay, well, level 5 for you. Let's get that one done for you. These guys are far behind now. They are the ones with the least slots unlocked after all. That's a lot of Sepith being used. I'll even upgrade that one of Reen's. Reen's is nearly completely done. That's good by me. So that's with the intel, Strauss. Lady Euclid, you all... It's been some time, Strauss. Oh, you're the glass artisan, an acquaintance of Muses, right? Thank you for your help during our field exercises. It seems that you're not here without reason. Start by telling me about your situation. When I've got that information, I'll decide whether I should assist you or not. Looks like you've got a good head on your shoulders. I've been doing exactly that ever since I was a child. Of course, we'll tell you about the situation. It's like this. Class VII told Strauss about the circumstance that let him sneak into Ordis. So you're here to rescue people confined in the mansion, I see. But in the talk of someone related to the branch campus aside, I do have some knowledge about this VIP. You do? Who is it? The other day we got called out to the mansion on an urgent request from some government officials from Heimdall. We were working on the glass in one of the rooms and I happened to catch sight of their guest while she was being shown around. It was only for a second, but there was no mistaking her. It had to be Empress Priscilla. If it was her, then... I see. They wanted to offer a proper greeting for the Empress, so they commissioned professional glass cleaning services. Father's always been detail-orientated that way. Huh. Continuing on from Crossbow, huh? But I guess this is just part of me settling things, not something I can pretend isn't happening. Ash. Right. Let's take this as a guiding sign from Ordis. Not knowing the full details of the situation until now, I've been keeping this to myself. But now it looks like the twists and turns of destiny have brought all of you here to Ordis. Now you're here, go ahead and do what you have to do. I can help out with your ordnance. Thank you. That'd be incredibly helpful. We'll let you up if we need a hand. I did just upgrade my ordnance quite a bit. To get basically everyone across the board to some kind of actual level. It appears their highness is currently being held at the Cayenne Mansion. It's not the sort of thing one should say lightly, but it seems you've all been led to Ordis by various branches of fate. Now that you're here, go ahead and do what you have to do. I can help out with your ordnance. Well, it's more like your understudy will, but still. Right, we've checked out nearly everything in this area. Apart from the event. That we have. So time to find out what the hell is... I'm on Discord still, and my wife's just invaded.
Bye.
That was scary. I was like, Muse, that's not you. Which also means I've been talking in a Discord for a while as well. Whoops. We were playing games earlier. It's my fault. Isn't your family's home just past here, Muse? Yes, the residence of Count and Lady Equalit, to be precise. However... Wait a sec. Not very professional of me, was it? Is that the Imperial Defense Force even out here? Looks like the home of the White Army's supreme leader hasn't escaped their surveillance. I hope your family's doing alright. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Right before the Great Twilight began, I sent them away to a villa nestled into a fairly remote area. See? Muse knows. Damn, you really did see everything coming. My grandparents have been keeping an eye on me all this time, and I'm sure I've set their hearts full of worry. So no matter how difficult the going gets, I have to make all of that worrying pay off. She sounds pretty serious. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Anyway, let's stay the hell away for now. Good, she sent them away. Let's get right close. The Egret's residence is subject to some pretty strict security measures, so we better keep our distance just to be safe. A random interjection by my wife's voice in a Let's Play. It's been a while. Especially in a JRPG. Damn it, I even like thinking about that earlier, like, oh yeah, I should probably disconnect, because it looks like maybe I did for yesterday's stream, or is either. I like got off the stream and then looked at Discord and went, how was the quality of your call? And I'm like, was I? When Governor Regnitz first arrived in Ordis, there was some opposition against his appointment. Ordis has always been a city where noble influence runs strong, so that kind of response was expected. Governor Regnitz tried to advance proposals that have stagnated due to the conflict between nobles. He's negotiated with the stubborn Imperial Navy and bridged the gap with the harbour management for the benefit of Ordis. There are very few people who doubt the governor's ability or oppose him now. Governor Regnitz is the trust of the people of Ordis. I knew my dad would be okay. It's up to us to keep pushing forward. Thanks to the governor's actions, the voices opposing his appointment have died down. Just let me know if you have any trouble. I'll come running. So now it's time for us to check out the entirety of the harbour. Our sweep continues endlessly. Oh, it's you guys! You're the Force Branch campus students who helped me out before. Hello, you remember this? Yeah, we figured out which boat didn't have a permit. Oh yeah, what do we do again? Inspect some ships or something? Ah, that's it. A lot has happened since then. It feels an age away. It was last year. The harbour is under the jurisdiction of the government now, and all we get coming through nowadays are navy boats and the like. There are restrictions on regular boats, and our usual work has completely tailed off. Instead, we have a lot of cargo work. I see. It looks like you're being kept really busy. The Navy never gives us any explanations. They just throw all this work at us. It makes my head spin. But Caspar made us some documentation that really eases up the cargo work. I'm not used to it yet, but I'm getting there. Caspar, things seem tough at the Port Authority, but he's working hard. I'm in charge of managing the cargo handling. I know I have to just do my best, but I want to get back to my old job managing the harbour. Maybe you do. Where's the fishing spot? All the way over there, wasn't it? Right, we've already checked out Riviera Court. I feel like I can relax now that Riviera Court transfer work is finally done. The other day, the eldest son of the Flora family asked if it would be possible to use our warehouse for the move. I don't have any particular affection for Riviera Court, but I just can't stand to watch the Navy trample all over Ordis anymore. I leased the management union's office. It's not as good as the previous store, but it'll be fine if I make a good job of it. This warehouse was once managed by a port management union. Now the ownership rights have been seized by the Imperial Navy. As a result, we have to follow their orders now and do cargo shipping work. Oh, I can't stand these Navy men. They just show up and act like they own the place. I mean, feels like the Navy itself has been made really out of date in this world. Yuda! What the Ash? What are you doing out here? Quick, get going before the soldiers see you. I'll buy you some time. Yuda, don't be such an idiot. I can take care of myself. I'm more worried about you. You're still overreaching, hanging around with that noble chick. Hey, I'm not overreaching. Charlotte and me are all friends. We just have to meet in secret is all. I mean, if we could become more than friends, that'd be nice, but... when did you go and grow a spine? Keep doing what you think is right, man. I'll be rooting for you. Lately, I've been spending time with this noble girl, Charlotte. She started working in this place right near me, so we get together whenever we have some time off. We're really hitting off, you know? Really hitting it off, are you? Shall I go this way first? I mean, we already spoke to Mr. Walker. Yes. Yes. Mr. Walker. Hey, perfect timing. A buddy of mine loaned me this book right before he got drafted. I'm in no mood to read right now, though, so why don't you take it? 3 and 9, chapter 5. Are you sure we can have this? Sure, he wanted to go to someone who's actually going to read it. Well, alright, if you insist, thank you. 3 and 9, chapter 5. How many pages has 3 and 9, chapter 5 got? 33! It's the biggest chapter yet! Well, we get bedtime story. When I was on land, I used to read the Imperial Chronicle at Sailor Stavern. They've left the cargo shipping to the Imperial Navy assembled at the Naval Fortress. The tankers keep coming, so I have no time to waste at the Sailor Stavern. I've been worked off my feet, damn it. So much we're gonna have time to read the Imperial Chronicle. Did the new issue come out? I've got to finish up my work so I can buy a copy. Just think, that'll take like nearly 12 to 13 to 14 minutes to read. It's like, that's a lot of big read. I've never seen cargo this big before. I don't know much about war, but all-out war between big countries requires a lot of resources. If we want to win the war, we're going to have to give it all we've got. Haven't seen cargo this big before. Yep, you're saying the same thing. Good. Cool. Till recently, I couldn't stand those nobles who were so proud and elitist. However, now all of my hatred is focused on Calvard. All of us are people of Erebonia. We have to stand together to face Calvard. Well, everyone against Calvard. Yeah, that book's going to take quarter of an episode to read. Unreal. All my pals have gotten drafted one by one. It's really dull here now. Once they're trained up at the Naval Fortress, most are sent to the Navy. The Navy is stationed at Shilin Bay while they form their units. It seems restocking supplies is urgent. The 1st and 2nd Naval Fleets and the Imperial Marine Corps have met up and are planning to attack Calvard by going through Titif Bay. At any rate, I've been hoping I wouldn't get drafted. More and more of those getting drafted say they're looking forward to contributing to the war effort. They were never like that before. It seems like it was an age ago when we were all getting tossed about in storms together. So literally being drafted ups your curse on take rate. Being part of the military or the police, as in Crossbell with Peace Lady. There's too many names in this game. I've never seen a tanker so big. The big ships are awesome, don't you agree? There's so much that needs to be shipped because of the war. I shouldn't get so excited though. That would be kind of inappropriate, would it? Yeah. I love the big tankers. Oops, I shouldn't get overexcited. I love big tankers and he cannot lie. Okay, yeah. It's quite an easy name to remember, but... It's just like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, do I remember Vincent's name when I'm not near Vincent and I can't see him in front of me? I need, like, the person to be there to kind of put 2 and 2 together for a name as well. It's really weird. There's just so many people. There's too many characters in Trails. The amount of characters in Trails is too damn high. We just do cargo shipping for the Navy now. Our shipping work has tripled, but it means that my muscles are reaching the peak of their awesomeness. What lies beyond my limits? A new dimension of muscle, that's what. Just you wait, world. I'll show you a whole new level of muscle power. It's just bum's going to inflate with pure muscle. It's going to go outwards by like 5 arg. I can feel it. All this cargo moving it's moving my muscles along too. Just you wait, world. I'll show you a whole new level of muscle power. Just imagine a chapter that was like 90 pages long. That'd be crazy. They've stopped different types of ships from docking here. Rowboats, cruisers, and even yachts are all banned. Now all of the boats are Navy vessels. Makes for a bleak landscape. McNigel. They stopped different types of ships from docking it. Rowboats, cruisers, and even yachts are all banned. No extra talk. What's up with you? Oh, my legs are hurting something rotten. I came here from a small fishing village to make my fortune. All of this shipping work is wreaking havoc on my back. It's like, my legs are hurting something rotten. She's got sciatica. Ooh.
There's a school of fish.
Ah.
There! Here's one. It feels lively.
Big blue angelfish friend. Or hazelfish. I didn't skip the guy on the bench. Stop saying gasping!
Oh my, it's a
pepper
big
one.
one.
Pink hazelfish. Was that new? I think it was. 20 out of 30.
There. Here's one. I'm gonna catch you.
Spiky puffer. What you do is you catch it, then you throw it at one of your friend's backs. And then you realise it's poisonous and you just
What a
killed them.
lovely fish.
But it latched on, that's funny. How you found paradroppers?
There. Here's one.
Ding.
It feels lively.
So it seems just to be spiky puffers. Normal puffers. Or big hazelfish.
I did it. There. Here's one. I'm gonna catch you.
Not seeing anything else thus far, that's for sure. So we've done 4 different casts thus far. We'll make it around 5, even though it's not round.
I did it.
That's how we
There.
decide if we've caught them all or not.
Here's one. I'm gonna catch you.
So it's nice that the pink hazelfish came first, to be perfectly fair. Because I've gone down the thing, got twice
What
a
a
one.
lovely fish.
If I cast again, I bet I get a pink hazelfish. That'll bring us to 15 bait.
There. Here's one. I'm
It's a
gonna
big
catch
crab.
you.
Cobalt blue crab thing.
What a lovely fish.
Cobalt crab. I think we got our 1 new fish. How's our fishing log even looking? Still a gap. Not that we can't revisit places, but look at them. Still 1 gap. Okay, onwards. So we spoke to everyone there. Miranda's Tavern is the only place we haven't spoken to a person by the look of it. Spoke to all of those. No one or nothing up here. In we go. More intel. So many gaps. Yeah, but some are way later. It's okay to have a gap. Someone we know here. When you want to dig up dirt, there's no better place to go than the local watering hole. Well, I'd see someone knows what's up. Wait, how and why you agree with him about that? We're gonna have a long talk about underage drinking later, Ash. Sure is lively. Somebody here's got to know something useful. Instructor, look! There! Hey, guys! Class 7. And is that...
Pretty crazy place for a reunion, huh?
Leonora.
Looking sharp, Instructor Reen. Class 7? Glad you're all okay. What brings you to Ordis anyway? If you guys are planning on starting something, I want in.
I heard you were in town, but damn, didn't expect to run into you at a place like this. Were you here the whole time? Yeah, my eyes had eyes on me ever since I arrived though, so I haven't been able to do a lot. I really wanted in on that fight over in Ulster too. Yes, it is the thought that counts. Your safety comes first. We wouldn't have wanted to put you in unnecessary danger. It really is good to see you again. Oh, Ali, I feel the same. Good for you, Altina. Instructor Reen, I'm so glad you're okay. Did you come here to ask about these rumors? That's right, it's why you met with Leonora, isn't it? Have you found anything about the people being held here in Ordis? Sure have. At this point it's only rumors though. But if they're right, Instructor Toa is one of them. Crow, crow, crow. Toa? Someone matching her description was seen at the Rekel station. The info said the IDF took a short go of a white uniform to the mansion. It's almost certainly it's her. Instructor Toa's at the mansion, huh? Oh man, trusted to be mixed up in this. Sometimes I wonder if fate has it out for me. Looks like I've got another reason not to run from this fight. How's she help, Leonor? You too, Maya. You can leave the rest to... Wait, we can do more than this. Yeah, I'm sure we can find a hole in the surveillance. We'll do what we can. Why does Class 7 get to do everything? Let combat tactics show you what we've got. You two. Hey, you sure did it big, huh? Thank you. I'll be glad to have you on board. At times like this, we all need to come together in the name of Force. Hell yeah! Agreed. So Toa and the Queen. Empress, actually. Hey, Charlotte. Why, hello. What a pleasure to see all of you again. Aren't you that noble girl Yuda was hanging around with at the summer festival? What are you doing here? I just started here a few days ago. Really? I stuck out when my father was busy and met up with Yuda again. Since he has to work, he can't spend all his time entertaining me. So I decided to get my own job. It's even closer by to where Judah works. Hey, working at a place like this is no walk in the park. Sure you can handle it? Oh yes, I've been working here for 2 weeks already and I find it rather enjoyable. It's wonderful to be able to bring smiles to the faces of the tired. I never got the chance to do this in high society. That's cool. Charlotte's cool. Yeah, is that right? I'm glad it's going so well for you. This is so close to where Judah works, and when I applied to work here, Miss Miranda accepted me without a moment's hesitation. Well, she's very kind, and the customers are all such fun people. Stepping outside the narrow scope of high society has let me see a world in a whole new light. She's going to grow up good. We're getting less customers since the draft started. A lot of our regulars got drafted. It's nice not being rushed with my feet for once, but I miss having everyone around. That newbie Charlotte is always bringing smiles to people's faces. But I'm busting my hump for this place too. Yeah, Charlotte's got to work seeing customers. I guess I'll have to teach her some of the techniques I've honed over my years working here. It's not like I'm worried about a newbie getting so much responsibility or anything. There you are. She's better than you, isn't she? My old shipmate recommended this place to me, and I've got to say, I like it. Yes, it's nice and relaxing. I just hope this won't be our last meal together. Hey, come on, don't cry. You're going to ruin the mood. I'll be back before you know it, once I give those damn Carvardians what for. I do agree they need to pay for what they've done. Just promise me you'll be careful. I want us to defeat Calvin as much as anyone, but not if it means losing my husband. I mean, yeah. I'm in a bind because my wife's a bit of a crybaby. These solemn moments aren't my thing, damn it. Okay. The only female member of Combat Tactics we're missing is Jessica. I do have to wonder where she is now. We still haven't heard anything from Wayne either. I used to worry about them. They're tough. They can take care of themselves. Ash does have a point. You may be right, but that doesn't make things any easier. Guess the best thing we can do for now is just focus on the task at hand. Jessica's on my mind too. Guess I have to trust her and concentrate on the here and now. We've got eyes on us here, but I'll see what we can do. Well, we'll just be ready to fight if that's what it comes down to. Ash is right. Jessica and Wayne can take care of themselves. They'll be fine. Anyway, if you're planning on freeing those being held captive, then you can trust that we'll be offering our full support. We'll be acting separately, but contact us if you need anything. Yes, ma'am. More people to speak to over here. I knew I thought Icarus Mart was finally starting to get on track. Sorry, I got dump it all on you, Yang. Hey, I've helped you run this place right from the start. I can handle it. I'm probably more worried about you than you are about me, Clark. You get spooked easily. You sure you'll be able to pick up a weapon and fight? Oh, real funny. You might have a point, though. They told me off pretty badly during the training at the Naval Fortress for getting cold feet. Look, just take care of yourself. Don't you dare go leaving Kathy all alone. Don't worry, I've already reflected after that. I won't worry you guys anymore, really. But, I'm supposed to report to Titus Gate. Where even is that? Clark, you're really starting to worry me? Oh, hey, aren't you those military academy people who saved Clark before? It is! You're the people who swooped in and saved me from the monster when that transport truck broke down the road at night. Alright, good to see you're alright. I still owe you. You were with the bracer enveloped in purple lightning, a blue-haired girl and a dashing woman, right? After you guys saved me, Yang and I decided to open up shop again. It's been going pretty well. It's just a shame I can't stick around and see it through a little longer. I see. Take care of yourself and come back safe, okay? Seems like even Reen doesn't quite remember him. Thanks, I'll do my best. There's too many people he saved, guy. You have to be more, like, you were actually really on point still. Just asking, but aside from Instructor Sarah, was that with Major Claire and Angelica? Yeah, we randomly ran into them, and one thing led to another. I see. We can't meet up with them like we used to, but... Angelica, between George and everything else that's going on, there's too much to worry about. I'm leaving Icaros Mart in Yang's hand while I'm gone. He knows the stall at the back of his hands, and besides, he's a pal, and I trust him with my life. But Kathy... I should probably stop by and visit once more before I leave. See, if I remember correctly, if my memory triggers and I was using Sarah's order a lot to constantly pull up the line, wasn't it an abyss worm? The monster? I do wonder. Like, memory neurons have sparked. I know who you guys are and what shop you belong to, so that's fine. But I'm just trying to remember the quest. Will he really be okay? He's got initiative, but the fact that he's kind of jumpy could be a problem. He's the only family Kathy's got, so I hope he doesn't do anything reckless. So I'm correct, hey. I got it. The government doesn't know what they're doing taking our boats from us. At least they're nice about letting us sea-loving sailors out on the water by drafting us into the Navy. Just kidding. Did I fool you? The Imperial's Navy ain't no life for a real seaman. Gotta make the best of my last day of freedom. What better place to do that than at Miranda's? That Charlotte's adorable. She's too good for a place like this, but I ain't complaining. A few hours of Miranda's and more doesn't seem so scary anymore. Do you have a recipe? Oh my, I noticed Muse and Leo's friends came in, but... I'm sorry, I'm afraid I didn't notice you because of how much you've changed, Instructor Schwarzer. Don't worry about it. I see why you wouldn't recognize me. After everything I'd heard, I'd been worried sick. I can't believe all of the branch campus students have gone missing. I'm sure you've all been through a lot. It makes me so happy to see you all again with smiles on your faces despite everything. Thank you for coming back safely. I think that should be our line. Thank you for the warm greeting, Miranda. Yeah, don't sweat it. I'm basically Leo's mum after all, so a teacher and friends are almost like family. Feel free to rely on me from here on out too. Thanks, we might just take you up on that. Charlotte's been helping me out at the tavern lately. She's nice to every customer, so she's really popular. Nothing to buy. You can buy Miranda's paella. Oh, why not? I'll buy one of those. Right, well that's this checked out and the intel obtained. That leaves us with one final district. As my frames have started dropping. Alright then, so with the flames no longer dropping, let's move on to our next bit of town, shall we? Unexpected. Second time during Trails, none of all the other Trails Let's Plays. It's really interesting that. Something's up lately, something's up. Contributing large sums to the war effort is what's in vogue. Oh yeah, you've talked to you before, but this is where you start and then you come through the other bit. Okay, cool. Frederick, what about your love? My brother got drafted. Father ordered me to help out with the family business in this place. Oh, I've been so busy lately that I haven't had any time to go see Marjorie. What? I have to finish this work as quickly as I can and find some time to see her. You haven't seen Marjorie? Where's Marjorie? Marjorie down there? Well, I'm about to get in an event.
Governor Regnitz.
Thank you for coming out to meet me, Major Reveld. I appreciate you keeping an eye on things while I was away.
No, this is part of my duties, after all. Good work with the coastal inspection, sir.
Sorry to hurry you, but I'd like to get right to it. Let's talk about the security detail. Understood. Why don't you fill me in as we walk? See one of our enemies today. Dad! Major Reveld! Even Major Claire's in Ordis. It isn't only the Imperial Defense Force, but the Railway Military Police as well. If they're cooperating with the Governor, we'll need to stay sharp. Right, and we have a duty to observe my dad's actions too. Let's stay on our guard while we gather information. We need to think of another way into the mansion. Our way hanging around here isn't exactly the best plan. Be careful not to get too close. Yeah, maybe we should leave for now. Spotted!
Who would have thought we should meet again so soon? It would appear the Azure Chevalier was with them after all. Georg was indeed correct. I suppose I have little choice but to perform my duty as a knight. Will you be able to complete your quest? I'll be watching with great interest.
We're not investigating already. Yeah, with all the info we've got now, we should take some time to go over it together and draw up a plan. Is there any way you could recommend, Muse? The Seabreeze Tavern comes to mind. It's on North Street. I know the place well, and I'm sure I can get us a table in a cozy corner. What's for me? Let's head on over. I gotta finish exploring. Right, we've got all our intel thus far. Let's continue our final sweep here. Oh, it seems like the book always gets marked up for us anyway, so we probably got the books already. Heathcliff, I didn't think I'd be reunited with you again so soon. What was this important thing you wanted to discuss? Ah yes, you see, the reason I had you come here today is to ask, Mercedes, will you abandon everything and travel to a new land with me to live a new life together? It's like an invitation to paradise. Spending my life with you would be a dream come true. But I'm just not ready to choose a path that would cause my family pain. I know I'm a coward. Please forgive me. I understand. Please don't cry. I know your sweet nature better than anyone else. I shouldn't have put such pressure on you. Ah, what? I'm so sorry, Heathcliff. You have never to apologize for. I was being selfish. The thing I want most in this world is to see you smile. So please, lift your head up. 'Twas not to be. Last week, a man at the Andrews house, our long-term rival, tried to have me pass a letter on to Lady Mercedes. I was going to ignore it, but I couldn't find it in myself to upset Lady Mercedes like that. I waited for the opportune moment when her busy father would not notice, and reluctantly found a spider on my face, set up a meeting between them. Those two had some real nerve to discuss elopement right in front of me. Yes, they did. That was weird. And Andrew's family has been the enemy of my lady's house for generations. Normally sneaking out to meet in broad daylight would be unforgivable. But the letter said he had urgent business to discuss with Lady Mercedes. As such, I had no choice but to arrange a meeting for them despite the difficulties. This is crazy. First we had Becca on Discord, then we had the frame drop, and then they've got Spider on my glasses, it looked like. What's with that? Everything's going crazy. I can't control it anymore. I've already spoke to Lord Beckford. So it's the church next by the look of it. I can't just do the sweep in peace. The stream is cursed. I went to the Cayenne estate with Bishop Robbins earlier, but those high and mighty Imperial Defence Force soldiers gave us a rather rude welcome. Just who they think they are? It's like those poor people are under house arrest in there. As a member of the clergy, I can't ignore their plight. There must be some way for me to comfort them. How about I bring them my special cookies? I'll go every day, starting today. Those smug soldiers won't know what hit them. Operation Cookie is a go. That could be something different. There are so many suffering because of conscription and requisitioning. Such outrageous injustice cannot be permitted. Like tomorrow, I'm going to start distributing my special cookies daily. That should lift people's spirits. Did you get the recipe from, like, Margarita? Right now, I'm meeting community leaders in various regions and touring nearby villages to hold mass for the people. Between families being torn apart by conscription and those unable to get by on wartime rations, many are struggling. Taking Sister Sienna to the Cayenne estate may have been a mistake. With the way she's acting, we need to make sure she doesn't cause any more trouble. I visited the Cayenne mansion the other day to deliver a letter from the Archbishop. Bringing Sister Sienna with me might have been a mistake. We need to be careful she doesn't cause any more trouble. Nothing's wrong with Sister Sienna. Poor Sister Sienna. She's gonna give everyone cookies, it'll be fine. Since the Navy took control, nautical trade has basically ground to a halt. Our family is going to be in dire straits if this continues. Marcus Reagan, you have earned the respect of many on the western coast. I'm in need of your wisdom. I'm honored that you regard me so highly. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I suspect nautical trade will come to a halt for a fair while. Would it truly? The government is intervening in West Coast trade by way of the National Mobilization Law. Even the most cunning merchants will find their best efforts met with too much bureaucracy to make it worth the effort. Even I've had to use my own wealth to support residents who have lost their jobs. I'm sorry I can't help you more. No, thank you for trying. I just need some time to process. I see now we'll have to find some other way to support ourselves. Indeed. If there is anything else, just let me know. I will do what I can. Thank you, Marcus. Talking to Marcus Reagan has cleared things up a bit. We're going to need a little, or to think a little more about what we can do from here on. I think I'll go back to the hotel and talk it over with my wife. At least you can talk it over with your wife, unlike other lords. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. Not at all. Just knowing where things are headed is a great help. I can't help but wonder what steps to take now, though. I'm not short on anxiety myself. We don't know what times like these have in store for us. We've all got to look out for one another. To be sure, my friend, I appreciate your advice. My precious son was drafted. All I can do now is pray for a safe return. Old lady, she's got one thing on her mind. I pray for Prince Oliver's peaceful transition to the next world and for the Emperor's recovery. The Imperial family is the symbol of our country, and yet such terrible tragedies continue before them. Hey, just please bring peace to the hearts of the Imperial family. I'll pray for Prince Oliver's peaceful transition. Yes. No extra dialogue there. The four Archbishops of the Empire attended the funeral of Prince Oliver that was held at Heimdall Cathedral. After that, however, the meeting the head Archbishop called to order seemed to be the main topic of conversation. I've heard the general picture. It beggars belief this would happen in our world. What a chaotic turn of events. Still, we of the Church must remain abreast of the situation. There have been increasing reports of people here in Ordis suddenly lost to this peculiar delusion. There are those who find great relief in the mass held at the cathedral, but there are just as many who don't. The situation is grave indeed. At least the Archbishop is staying informed thanks to his sources in the Congregation for the Sacraments. The guy calling the shots at Ordis Cathedral, what's his name again? Archbishop Bramfeld. I bet he's a generous old fella. He is indeed. His reputation is sterling. He was a friend of my father's too. Hello, you're the instructor who visited us before. You seem a little tired. Why don't you rest here a spell? You look as though you were carrying a heavy burden in your heart. I hope you can find some respite. Thank you, Your Grace. Should I assume you already know all about the trouble we're in? A little birdie may have told me a few things. It pays to have friends in the Congregation for the Sacraments. One of them in particular was a great help to me 2 years ago during the Civil War. 2 years ago? During the Civil War? Green, do you think he means... I do. He must be referring to Gaius' master, Barcom. He'd been with the Order a long time. It wouldn't be strange if he was acquainted with the Archbishop. He was always travelling here and there, checking on the spirit veins. Oh, I'm gonna miss him. But he wouldn't want me to be consumed with grief. The Church's mission is to save people, and he fulfilled his duty to the end. And on that topic, I can tell you've all been working very hard. But I bid you take a moment to rest while you're here. Why, you can see right through us, huh? Thank you, Archbishop. I am glad to see you too, Muse. If you need anything, just let me know. We'll accept your kind offer. We could use a quick break. I've heard some of what you've done. Last I know the gist of your story. About you, Eschen Chevalier, and about Muse as well. You have been carrying a heavy burden. I pray you can put those anxieties to rest even for a short while. Now that I think about it, the curse seems to have less of a foothold here in the church. It may be just a temporary respite, but it might do you good to reflect and pray a while. Ooh. I like finding out these, the mechanics of the curse, bit by bit, where it seems to have an uptake of effect by you being part of the military. Just even being conscripted and joining, it starts to just happen, right? But the churches seem to be like a weakened effect. A shield, a shelter from the outside world. It's kind of cool to look at. Welcome back, Master. I hope your meeting with Count Ford went well. Yes, what has my daughter been doing while I've been absent? Lady Charlotte's been out with a friend. And which house is this friend from? I don't want to betray her, but I can't lie to the Master. Her friend is not of any noble house. He is a commoner. What? Charlotte has disobeyed me? Uh-oh. Personally, I'm quite glad to see Lady Charlotte associating with commoners and learning about city life. But the Master does not look kindly on commoners. I am so sorry, Lady Charlotte. Oh no! Lately, I hadn't had time to speak with my daughter. I've been curious what she'd been doing lately, but... Oh, Charlotte, why did you disobey me? How many times have I told you not to associate with commoners? What's wrong with it? You dick? The Floral's residence. There's only one maid currently. Oh, never mind. They just got billions. It's the 4th branch campus, folks. I'm so glad to see you've returned safely. I'm sorry if we've made you worry. Speak for yourself. That includes you, Ash. Does that mean we can cut the small talk then? Yes, the Master believes what happened with Ash was all part of some plot too. Actually, there is something I'm dying to ask you. Is Lady Ferris alright? Do you know where she is? Well, I'm so sorry. We haven't been able to get in contact with her. Oh, I see. Oh, Lady Ferris, please be safe. Helios, I beg you, bring her back home safely. Force rescue is just getting started. We have to give this everything we've got. For me and Citrine, Lady Ferris is the first person we were ever assigned to serve under. We have been together since long before she joined the military academy. I get very anxious when I think about what's going on. I've broken several plates today alone. I need to put myself together. We also need to order new plates. Indeed, I have to go out on an errand for the Master. Can you see to things while I'm gone? Master Vincent is back too. If something urgent comes up, be sure to let him know. Alright, I shall hold down the proverbial fort in your absence. Incidentally, the regular update from our contact have far arrived, but Sarifa, correct? In that case, I don't imagine it will be too urgent. Please relay it to the Master when he takes his dinner. Understood. Forgive my curtness, but things have been in uproar for days on end. I head out now, but the Master is in his study. The Master is in his study indeed. The Master and Leon are both so busy. We have to make sure we're pitching in around here too. Unfortunately for us, Rennie is a walking disaster around dinnerware. Will she only be satisfied when all the plates are smashed? I know she's worried about my lady, but the job of a maid at times like these is to support the Master of the house. I'm gonna have to speak to her again. Oh no. She's just a bit nervous. You could have her do something else but dinnerware. That's an option. Another petition from the petty nobles who are struggling. Their clandestine deals made with the government have certainly had their effect. So many issues yet remain. Aren't you all... I know you. What are you doing in Ordis? It's been a while, Count. Sorry to surprise you. I am simply working as a member of Force, nothing more. I see. So the Viceland army has been left in the capable hands of the general. However, that does not change your position as a noble lady from one of the most important families of the Empire. If I could, I would take this opportunity to lodge a formal complaint or two regarding our current situation. Yet something tells me you have some wily plan in mind already. I feel it is my duty to remind you to act with care in these times, though. Thank you. I feel safe leaving what happens next with you. Please help those nobles who don't have much standing. You place a heavy burden upon me, my lady. However, Marcus Reagan and others who are also lending their aid. I will do what I can. I'm glad to hear it. I hope we meet again soon, your lordship. It may be a terrific responsibility, but as the time calls for it, we have to do what we can. Between being under huge pressure from the government and the whereabouts of my daughter Ferris being unknown, I have a fair amount of my mind. My eldest son Vincent is going around lending aid in as many areas as possible. I will do what I can on behalf of the Flawed family. That you shall. It's nice that Vincent's already been spurred into way more proactiveness. Alright, well this will stop me, block me. There's no way we're getting into Duke's mansion through the front door. Why don't you try? There are RMP and Imperial Defense Force members patrolling. Let's leave for now. Plus there's two literally standing there. What about going this way? The army will be keeping a close eye on the entrances and exits of the city. Yeah, it would be a problem if we were stopped again. Let's avoid heading out onto the roads. We have been stopped. The sweep is finally complete! Now, onwards with the game to North Street via non-fast travel. I think I've bought everything, seen everything, done everything that I could do. Life's looking good there. Let's hatch our plan for our infiltration to actually begin. Rena and the others immediately ordered beverages and light meals. The innkeeper set them up in the back of the establishment where they wouldn't stand out. With everyone seated, they reviewed their plans. So for the time being, we have a general grasp on the situation in Ordis. Yeah, Governor Regnitz seems to be keeping the disorder from getting too out of hand. Still, I would have never have guessed that they were holding Empress Priscilla and Toa prisoner of all people. So Toa's hanging out with the Empress, huh? Sounds like she's really moving up the ranks. Moreover, they're being confined to the Cayenne family mansion, which currently serves as the office of Ordis' temporary supervisor. I'm sure they're being well taken care of. But what is that even thinking? What indeed, despite being called a sworn friend of the Chancellor, he has outright opposed the war effort at every turn. There must be some kind of pressure behind this. There's no doubt about that. I don't know if it has any connection to Major Claire's arrival, but it is worth noting. Right. That reminds me. Hey, Crow. Did something happen while we were over by the Cayenne estate? Yeah. Aside from the Icy Maiden, I also caught sight of another familiar face. Ah, Crow keeps his eyes up. He knows that the enemy MO is to be on roofs, right? And not just anyone. There's someone who would normally be jumping for joy to see Toa and the Icy Maiden in the flesh. Really? I didn't even notice. Yeah, because you don't look up enough. If that's true, then we won't be able to move forward using ordinary methods. So we've got to deal with that crazy biker chick, huh? We're sneaking in then? Easier said than done. Even so, I do want to check in on what my dad's real intentions are here, if I can. Given that you used to live there, would you mind sharing some ideas regarding infiltration routes? Sorry, that probably sounded pretty insensitive. I may be the rightful lady of the house, but personally, I don't have any objections to our breaking in. Not when it concerns a former instructor and the mother of our most beloved princess. No matter what memories I may have of my parents there, what matters now is that we rescue those too. Agreed. That kind of conviction, I'm prepared for whatever comes next. So about the infiltration route. I think that Crow might be more in the know than I am with that. Huh? Seriously? Come on, just how loose-lipped is Vita anyway? Okay, fine. Follow me. I'll show you a real nice spot. Huh, there's a door here. I never noticed it when we came here on field exercises. This leads to the underground waterways. We can use this route to get into the estate. Pretty good. Good thing the first Duke Cayenne of the Middle Ages decided to build an emergency exit. There was something just like this back in Berehard. I'd never have got out of the Provincial Army's clutches if not for that. Aww, the young Class VII. Alright, I had to blow that door open. Yeah, you did. Not that we can comment on this, but it does sound like a lot for a group of students to handle. Wait, why do you know so much about this place, Crow? I came here with Vita maybe 5 years ago. This is where I undertook my trials to become an awakener. What? I see, that makes sense. That must be when Uncle Croy gave Vita the key to this place. I'm guessing you still have it, Crow. Yeah, I brought it along just in case we need to sneak in again. Whatever, we just gotta sneak in, right? Right, everybody get ready. So that's our go time. This is when events will move forward and we leave this behind. However, no one should have different dialogue. There shouldn't really be anything different going on in town at this point in time. We have checked it out quite severely. We can't even leave if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. I think we just go in. Never know what we might find there. But once we've got that, of course, we're not going to be talking around town anymore, because if we've rescued Toa and the Empress, then we're not going to stick around in Ordis for long, are we? That'd be very dumb. I think I did just save during the mishap. Once you enter the underground waterway, you will not be able to return to town for some time. Please note the quests and sub-events you have yet to complete will disappear. Okay, just check the quest board. Are we good to go? I mean, I guess I haven't actually reported it. If that matters.
Here to make a report? Please proceed.
Alright, 123, we're right in the middle.
Great work, everyone. Best of luck on your next endeavors.
There's our report. I guess we can go. Enter the waterway. Now what? What's down here? Ah, good old waterways. We remember you. A staple of Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, wasn't it? You can tell we're below a port. It smells fishy. There are definitely some monsters around, but aside from that, it shouldn't be too hard for uninvited guests like ourselves to get through. Something tells me the monsters aren't the only thing we need to be worried about. Maybe the local rats just want to be friends. Ha, if only. There's definitely something nasty lying in wait for us. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this place either, so let's tread carefully. Don't worry, a pretty little head. I'll take point. We get it. You're a total stud. Now let's get a move on. We can slap his ass as well, we got it. Team, begin searching the area. Don't need me to remind you to stay on guard. He's a total stud. Alright, treasure chests galore. And more than one area to go through. Bum, bum, bum. I guess I'll get this first, because the water might go up and down. Oh, interesting. I haven't got any charge to start things off. Be nice to have built some of that up. Run away from the fish! Evil fish, get the spider!
Don't let up!
Get the tomb beetle! What a nice name. Well, we've got arts party galore, and at least you can always tell weakness before you even started.
Arcus, activate!
Arcus is activating.
Get back!
My turn.
It is.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Let's rebuild a bit of that CP then. That's the strongest tomb beetle.
I shall go.
No stat down.
Search mode activate. Detailed information.
A spirit
obtained.
insect that lives in dark places. Its dangerous breath causes various abnormal conditions. Oh no! Not status tomb bugs. That's definitely confused. Why more confused? Nice Sepith strike, by the way. Old school getting Sepith, isn't it, when you think about it?
I'll support you. Thanks for the help. Foe suppressed. Let's continue.
Museo deal. Didn't get that much extra Sepith, to be fair. Okay, enemies that confuse. That's always terrible. That means they just need to die. Right, let's see if I can back attack you. He refuses!
Now,
Damn
let's
it!
go.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
I tried to get round the back. It failed.
Get back! Now!
So these guys have a little bit more HP. However, one of them has already been frozen. And the fish is just healing themselves.
Got it.
So that fish is pretty much out for the count.
Now,
More raging
Let's
fire.
go! Raging fire formation!
May as well get Altina all her CP back before she spends it.
search mode activate. Scan
A
complete.
ferocious monster with jaws that can tear through steel with ease travels in groups, making it a real threat. Frozen guy takes damage. Or not. Fee just kills
Weak.
this guy.
It's down.
An opening!
It's my turn.
It is your turn, but we don't really need you to have a turn. What's the weakness? Earth? Soul Blur? They're probably not the best one to have out at this point, to be perfectly fair.
I'll leave it to you.
Leave it to me! There!
Get in there, Macus. You're the star now. Nope.
Now,
It's not happening. Stop asking.
hostiles suppressed. Continue mission.
It's never to be.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
The goods, I'll have you know. An energy bandana is obtained.